9 goals in just 2 games, a dominant 7-1 victory over Curaçao. Germany has opened this tournament with clinical intensity. The architect behind this efficiency is Julian Nagelsmann, a 38-year-old tactical mind who already holds the record as the youngest coach in Champions League history. He has assembled an attacking lineup with a surplus of elite talent. Jamal Musiala, Leroy Sané, Florian Wirtz, Kai Havertz, and Dennis Undav are all competing for just 3 starting spots. Based on current offensive metrics and this level of depth, the squad appears built to overwhelm opponents throughout the tournament. But arriving in top form with high expectations is exactly the pattern that should be triggering alarms for this team. This timeline tracks Germany's pre-tournament status. In 2018, they entered as defending champions with high expectations, only to suffer an early group stage exit. In 2022, the cycle repeated. They looked dominant going in, but left the tournament with the exact same result. Germany's current success might be a statistical mirage, masking a recurring weakness that has haunted them for nearly a decade. To find that flaw, we have to look at the tighter 2-1 win over Ivory Coast. That match exposed a specific vulnerability that knockout stage opponents are already preparing to exploit. Manuel Neuer is 40 years old, and the defensive line playing ahead of him lacks the recovery speed seen in the world's most elite backlines. That lack of pace is a liability against the specific threats waiting in the knockout rounds. France has Mbappé, Spain has Yamal, Brazil is led by Vinicius. This animation shows the tactical mismatch. Opponents will look to bypass the midfield entirely, forcing Germany's defenders into one-on-one sprint battles in open space. This defensive profile struggles against the high-speed transitions required to survive the final rounds. Nagelsmann's solution is to control the ball so completely that the opponent never has the opportunity to attack the defense. Joshua Kimmich is the engine of this strategy, using his experience to maintain ball retention and dictate the tempo from the center of the pitch. But the 2026 World Cup introduces environmental variables. Playing in North America means dealing with massive travel distances and intense humidity. Maintaining a relentless, high possession style requires a level of physical endurance that is difficult to sustain in these specific climate conditions. Nagelsmann's tactical plan relies on a level of stamina, but the North American environment is likely to test to its limit. This makes 22-year-old Florian Wirtz the squad's most important variable. He arrives fresh off 24 goals and assists in the Bundesliga. In a squad defined by structure and ball control, Wirtz is the unpredictable element. He provides the creative spark that forces defensive lines to react. Pairing him with Jamal Musiala creates an offensive threat that forces opponents to play more cautiously, potentially shielding Germany's backline from exposure. Germany faces a major test in their group finale against Ecuador, a South American squad that is physically well-equipped for this continent's climate. Germany's survival likely depends on whether their young attackers can create enough pressure to compensate for a defense that has struggled against pace all season. The squad is carrying the weight of 4 previous titles, while trying to break a cycle of 2 consecutive tournament disasters. Their 9-goal start is impressive, but the real evaluation begins when elite attackers start targeting the space behind their fullbacks. What is your verdict? Will the brilliance of Wirtz and Musiala secure a 5th World Cup, or will defensive vulnerabilities send Germany home before the quarterfinals? The most successful team in European history is currently operating on the edge between a historic comeback and another early exit.